What up, what up? You got the original Lone Wolf coming at you with a quick little video. Break this down for you real quick. I'm not going to read this entire article, but I did want to point this out via screen share so people understand that I didn't just pull this out of my you-know-what. Okay, so check this out. NFL Players Association urged to screen for heart issues over that side effect. Over that side effect, okay? Notice I said over that side effect. Needless to say, I'm not going to read this entire article, but it says the NFL Players Association is being urged to offer players cardiac screening in light of the growing concern over the Corona Crown 2019 you know what virus. Now let me add a little side commentary. You do know they're coming out with an I Am Legend Part 2 with Will Smith and none other than Michael B. Jordan. And what's so funny about Michael B. Jordan is so funny that he did an interview with Charlize Theron in regards to the first Black Panther movie, and there was some other stuff that they talked about where Charlize Theron constantly referred to the melanated so-called African little boys that she adopted. She kept referring to them as girls, all right? Blatantly in this interview. But anyway, continue. It say causing heart inflammation. I'm trying not to be a jerk, and I'm trying to just, but need to say, it say the Health Free Defense Fund urged the association in recent letter to implement screening. It say the Health Freedom Defense Fund, whoever the hell these people are. I mean, we could do a little research, but needless to say, they got all kind of entities out here today. It's in a recent letter to implement screening because the vaccines can cause myocarditis, And it's like, really? Like, we didn't already know that. But a form of heart inflammation, like we didn't already know that. It say young males are the most at risk, like they ain't been already talking about that. Now, it say most NFL players received the COVID-19 vaccine under pressure from teams and the league. See, this is the reason why people like myself can't be bought. You can't buy me off. I don't give a rat's ass how much money you throw in my face, the amount of coochie or nothing else. No, it don't work like that. It says safety signals illustrate that the near and long-term health outcomes of the COVID-19 vaccine remains uncertain. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to read that last sentence one more time. It says safety signals illustrate that the near and long-term health outcome of the COVID-19 vaccine remain uncertain. All right? Now, you all remember the Buffalo Bill player that supposed to have cardiac arrest on the field in the Monday night game? Peep this here. Here's a story about the Buffalo Bill co-owner, one of the people that owned the Buffalo Bills. This person also suffered from the same thing that the players suffered from on the field in the Monday night game. Check this out. It's this Jessica Pegula, whatever. This is the daughter of the mother who's the co-owner of the Bills, who suffered from the same thing. It's she suffered from cardiac arrest in June. Now, this was June prior to the game that just happened about 2 months ago where he collapsed on the field in the Monday night game. This was June of 2022. It say that she had prompted to detail the extent of her mother's health problem by the bizarre, messed up full circle moment of Damar Hamlin's on-field cardiac arrest. It's like, oh, don't nobody want to talk about it. Now let's add to Damar Hamlin. Remember, he did in the interview. They asked him, hey, What caused you to pass out like that on the field in the Monday night game? And what did he say? Oh, I don't feel comfortable talking about this. And it's like, of course you don't. You want to know why? Because one of the people who own the same team you play for, they suffered from the same thing you did. And here's a story about where the woman who is co-owner of the same team you play for, she suffered cardiac arrest and her daughter had to help her until the ambulance got there. No wonder you don't want to admit why I would. I don't have to release my medical condition to you, and now all of a sudden we don't have to talk about your medical records and all this other stuff. But in the beginning, they were saying, oh, you got to get vaccinated and we need to see your papers. But don't nobody want to talk about this. Don't want to talk about this? It goes deeper than the whole thing about he didn't want to answer the question. It's like, okay, he didn't want to answer the question. That's cool. But what about the co-owner of the same team he played for? She had cardiac arrest too. Her daughter had to help save her life till they got her to the hospital. And this happened prior to him collapsing on the field. Can you explain any of this to me? Of course you can't. Everybody's going to come up with all kind of nonsense. So now it's in an emotional essay titled, I Want to Talk to You About My Mom, for the Players Tribune to the pro tennis player, 28, revealed that her 53-year-old mother went into cardiac arrest last June and is still recovering from the incident. Now, this was back in June of 2022. We ain't got to June of 2023 yet. It's like, somebody help me understand this. Make it make sense. Lone Wolf been telling y'all all along, it's all going to come out. Brute force will never be as strong as deception. And if you're not paying attention, you will overlook this kind of stuff. Especially if you're a moron that took the so-called jab and don't want to fess up to the fact that they conned you. I'm just saying. Here it is, the so-called people you see on the screen. The person on the left is the daughter. The person on the right is the person that's supposed to be the co-owner of the Bills. The person on the right is the one that was supposed to have the cardiac arrest. This was in June of 2022. When this happened with Damar Hamlin? Wasn't it like the beginning of 2023 or something? Come on, man. I'm just saying. I can laugh about it now. They took down my whole platform because of this, because I wouldn't shut up about it. Up until the end, they was just warning me about stuff. Like when I did the Jesse Smollett thing. Y'all remember the whole thing about, oh, the white folks beat me up. Chicago is terrible. I broke down how that was a 1,000% lie. And then what happened? It came out, oh, yeah, he was on some bullshit. Remember that? He supposed to got beat up in Chicago. They jumped me. They raped me. And nigga, you lying. You a subverter. Period. It's called subversion. All right? Brute force will never be as strong as deception. And that's what a subverter's job is. It's Original Lone Wolf, man. I'm out.